Hello, and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. So, today, what's love got to having kids? Huh, yeah. What does love got to do with having kids? So, before I get started, make sure you have a drink, either a soda, sparkling water, lemon. Oh, I love, some lemon water, or, the grown up things, like if you need some wine or something like that, especially if you just got off of work. First, hello, congratulations after your long day doing your grown up thing. But yeah, make sure you get that. So if you will need to pause, do that right now. And then, oh, of course, well, first, hello, how are you? I am the handy capable black woman. I talk about a variety of subjects and things. A lot of them kind of leads to dating, feminism, women in like the work field, education, is like the standards, what we are allowed to have as standards in dating, because I am finding out that, yeah, men don't want us to have standards. And a lot of them don't want us to have standards so that they can be as lazy, useless, bigoted, awful, trifling, vile as humanly possible. And then they hate on us for doing so. Yeah. And especially when as a female, I go out and get my education, and then I have dreams and goals, and I do as much as I can to conquer those goals. All of a sudden, they want to put me down and say, your job is to have babies. What are you doing? But yeah, sorry. It's like, yeah, I hope you're getting a snack while I'm talking and everything. But I talk a lot about current events, especially when it comes to disability rights, women's rights, people of color rights. I talked a lot about the Crown Act. We're having a lot of issues concerning things that relate to the Crown Act right now. And also for my podcast listeners, yeah, I have tons of videos about my past dating life with Mr. No Heart and Mr. Lockakey. My YouTubers, if you want to check out, I am almost at 100 episodes, but with Mr. No Heart and Mr. Lockakey, I've been through everything from blackmail and like like tons of lies, being mistreated and used, and especially now both our fathers, but and then also racism and things. So yeah, I just highly suggest checking, yeah, check my episodes out because I do have quite a bit of variety. Oh, and next episode is going to be something new too, dealing with catfish. And I'm not going to be looking at the catfish episodes, which I do love. Oh, there's one YouTuber. Oh my gosh, I think he's absolutely adorable. That he does, like, he kind of gives his commentary on the different on the different catfish episodes and everything. But anyways, okay, you probably have your snack by now, so you don't even need to pause. So I'm just gonna get started, but it's like just check out my other episodes, especially the Nikki Haley one, because if you don't know much about our history, that's how we repeat it. And when it comes to racism and prejudice and bigoted people and things like that, check out that episode, pretty please. It's like the more I'm able to educate and show and represent, I'm doing my job, Let's go. So, men keep asking me why I don't have kids. And for my younger guys out there, yes, I'm a millennial. And so I'm of like more of the cougar age and everything like that. So, and I've never been married. I don't have kids. And the thing is, I've always wanted kids. I wanted a family, but I wanted to be married. I wanted a husband. But at the same time, I am so happy and blessed. God is good. God is good. Can I get an amen? That I never married. Mr. No Heart or Mr. Lagaki. Oh, thank God with Mr. Like, oh, and when like just some advice. If you have your goals and you're working on your business and everything like that, especially before you met him, get a prenup. Get a prenup because dating these days is like when I start. Sorry, I guess yeah. I guess I need to get a drink of water, but um, it's just crazy how now that I'm talking or now that I'm single after breaking up with Mr. No Heart after 7 years, 7 wasted years, but anyway, it's like men are telling me, "Oh, okay, you got it good. Oh, we can live off what you got. I don't have to work." What? Excuse me. I have a disability, but I'm sure not deaf. What you say? What do you say? Cause no, see, yeah, I'm getting a prenup, and or men who already have children all of a sudden tell me, "Oh, you love Disney World. Oh, my son does too. Okay, so it's like next time you go, like we should all go." And yes, like basically getting to the point where they want me to pay for everything. No, 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 no. I'm not Mary Poppins. You better take your butt somewhere else. Nope, not gonna happen. But the thing is, I might have fallen for that before, but especially after I dated Mr. No Heart, and he has two daughters. One is a wonderful, amazing young woman, and she will be like such an amazing person. The other one, oh, okay. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So yeah, I'm just, because I still need to tell you guys the story about her. Because would you believe that I, she would keep giving me bruises? And I repeat, she kept giving me, like, she kept a, like, okay, oh, sorry, I didn't even do a trigger warning because I didn't know I was going to bring this up, but yeah, let's just say she would kick me and do whatever she wanted. And when I would talk to her father, "Oh, well, you know how it is. Oh, but you have to love her. She doesn't have to like you." And then I would show the bruises. "Oh, she's too small to do that." But then the older sister would catch her telling me, "I hate you." And then kicking me and hitting me and running and everything. But then when it's like I would catch her going through my purse and tearing up my stuff, oh, maybe she was just curious. But anyway, yeah, just know I've got a story for you because when she goes to kick, she had a pattern. She didn't realize that I caught on to her pattern. It took 3 or 4 times for me to be sure what the pattern was, but yeah, let's just say that was one of the best taste of petty throughout my life. So, but yeah, I'll tell that story pretty soon. But anyway, yeah, I know that was a rant and everything, but like it's just amazing how like just one thing is don't ask why I did not have kids with my 5 or 7 year relationships. And it's like I'm not talking about you guys because I mean I'm gonna say, and but it's just like sometimes I have strangers who tell me or ask me like, why didn't you have kids with him? And I'm like, well, I never married him, or I didn't feel that kind of connection, or I don't think he would have been a great father figure. I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, you need to have kids before you're not able to. So you wanted me to be disappointed with the person I had children with. Oh, well, I mean, you would have gotten over it. Once I have a child with somebody, that means our DNA is connected for the rest of our lives. That means I'm going to have to see this person on and off for the rest of my life. So, I mean, again, God is good. because yeah, I'm not gonna say there was never like a close like yeah, but my goal was to be married and everything and have the father be my husband, but that never happened. And so now I'm at the point where, like, once I can save enough money, I'm going to the male specimen unit. So, you know. But I just think it's amazing how people, they assume with me, or they try to tell me why I didn't, or they tell me why I should have went on and had kids with one of these men anyway. But part of me is just like, you guys get mad when women are irresponsible, and then you get so mad, especially the Republican Party. They're supposedly pro life and all of this other stuff, but when a woman tries to make sure she is careful with who she makes that huge decision with, all of a sudden, well, you better use your eggs before you lose them all. I don't know why you've waited this long. It's like you should have just went on and had a kid with him anyway. And these are from the pro life. These are from the pro life group. These are from like the Republicans. They are telling me that I'm supposed to just have kids just to have kids, even if I don't love him. And it's irritating, it's frustrating because, okay, so men, especially orange loving males, like, it's like when I say I want to adopt, because I'm at the, like, I've always wanted to adopt. I've always wanted to adopt and foster. That's been a dream of mine since I was even in high school. It's like I did a project about the foster system and the statistics about how many end up on either some kind of addiction to candy or homeless, or they're not able to get higher education, and how hard it is for them to find either scholarships or support, or their mental health issues and things like that. So but then again, normally when I say it, the Republicans or the orange loving party, why would you want to adopt? It's like, oh, I bet you just want to get a check. Oh, you're just too lazy to have your own kids. Oh, you just don't want to damage your body. And it's like, okay, it's like you're washed up and dried up anyway. Thanks. Speaking of mental health, yeah, or God made sure your uterus was broken. It's like because I am like a stupid like ABC like elemental P word or whatever, because I'm a liberal or like a Democrat or Bernie Sanders like fan and everything. And I mean, because I will do a IQ episode on that, or interesting questionable comments that I get when it comes to me not having kids yet. But yeah, I I get put down so much. And then it's like it kind of reminds me of the Barbie movie, because either I would have had kids with someone I could not stand, I did not love, and I never want to see again, and then I get judged for that, or I get judged for actually wanting to love the person I make kids with. And to me, it's like that's such a huge deal and something important, something I hold as important. And then, I mean, I grew up in the church, so I grew up in a ways where it's like you have to be a virgin until marriage. Mm. Oh, oh, yeah. Mm. Okay, yeah, amusing. Yeah, anyway, okay. And then have kids with your husband. And then don't get divorced. Don't get divorced. So, all right, like, well, for my 7-year ex, don't get divorced. Because, yeah, one of his parents got divorced 3 times. So, oh, yeah, and the orange guy did too. Yeah. Or, Was it two or three times? Or I know he got married three times, and I know he cheated on all three of them, especially when it comes to Stormy Daniels. It's like, if I can interview that woman one day, that's goals. That's goals. So, anyway, it's just crazy with how, and because, yeah, Mr. No Heart's mom is such a strong Orange guy supporter. She loves that man. So that's why sometimes I wonder, do you love him so much because you guys have the same amount of divorces? You guys could connect with that? It's like you guys both aren't able to handle a marriage? It's like, is that what? No, oh, no hate, like, because, yeah, there's some people where I'm just like, some people know how to carry that mask until you say I do. And that's when, oh, wait, I don't know what, okay. But it's like they carry that mask until they say I do, and that's when you see their true selves. And so, yeah, oh no, I don't knock divorce, but be careful. There are about 4 states right now trying to take away your rights to getting a default divorce, which will make it so much harder with being able to get a divorce. Oh, sorry. But I don't know. Is I was trying to find someone that I knew I wanted to marry. And with Mr. Lockakey, he lied to me from the start. I was never going to date him. But then he stole my social security card, my driver's license, and like another piece of ID. I forgot what it was. And so I had to, like, he forced me to have to go back to his house because, yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Some men trick you into relationships, especially if you already have low self esteem. Already, if you don't think you can, like, if no one's ever going to love you, they trick you and trap you. Because once I got my material and I was ready to go, I was never going to see him again. That's when he put that weapon to his wrist, threatening that, yeah, if I didn't date him or if I was not going to be with him. Yeah, so yeah, it's like that's in the podcast. So if you want to check out, look up the Lock and Key episodes. And so then he didn't think I was going to finish my second master's either, because I remember he was under the special candy influence, and I literally just finished my last test. And oh my gosh, I am so happy. I'm like, wow, I just finished my second master's. And next thing I know, he kind of looks at me and he's just like, I only cheered you on because I didn't think you were actually going to finish. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. And it's like I already knew I was going to break up with him, but yeah, I explained that story, why I had to wait an extra 3 or 4 months before I was able to break up with him. But yeah, why would I want to have children with a man like that? Why would I want children with a man who's going to hope that I don't achieve my goals and that I fail at something that I've worked so hard on? And the same thing with Mr. No Heart. Like when I got certain job positions, he put me down. With some of my, like, he did not want me having any hobbies that he didn't like or that was stereotyped, or I I just don't think he wanted me to enjoy my life at all. At all, like, and so I can cover that on a different day, but part of me is just like, why would I want children with these men? And then especially once I broke up with him, it's like I broke up with him the year of COVID. I didn't know dating was going to be such a nightmare. And oh, yeah, I am recording this episode in great timing because I've been retired from dating for about 9 months, something 8 or 9 months. But it's like sometimes when a guy looks like he's putting that extra effort towards me, I'm just like, oh, okay, let's find out. Well, there's a YouTuber, oddly enough, who he's younger than me, but he swiped on me or had interest on the one of the dating apps or whatever, and we started talking or whatever. And it's really funny because I'm really realizing that there's certain type of guys I will never like be able to date. Certain demographics I will not be able to date because when I started telling him about what I do, and then especially with the dating nightmares, certain men cannot stand that I'm showing the truth about the male species. They can't stand that I'm showing how disgusting they can be and that I'm showing the receipts and the proof of what I have collected. Cannot, like, because I told him about one of the situations and he was like, "What? Are you kidding me? Oh no." And then I sent him the screenshot of it because part of me is just like, you know what? It's like, at least you know I'm telling the truth. Because, like I have said, and like in my past, people didn't believe me about my diagnosis until I couldn't walk anymore. People like, especially with what was going on at home with my mental health and so many other things, people didn't believe me. No one believed me. So that's one reason why I started like doing screenshots and collecting evidence and like that I'm pretty good with that. And that's one reason why, oh, wait until the catfish episode because we're going to have some fun with that. But anyway, it's like dating guys or trying to date guys, and some of them either they can't stand that I have a lot of education or they can't stand that I have my goals with my children's books, my novels, and my other streams, like the other things that I'm creating, and especially YouTube. They can't, like, a lot of the men are like, "You shouldn't be showing men like that. You're making us look bad. How dare you?" And I'm kind of wondering if the gentleman that I just talked to, I'm like, did he know the person in the screenshot? That'd be hilarious if he did. Oh my gosh, that would be like, because I was kind of wondering at what point am I going to find somebody that knows somebody in the screenshots? So that day might have already happened. Hmm, tantalizing and petty. But, anyways, I care about who I have kids with, I care about who I'm going to marry. And it's a blessing because Mr. Lakaki, he kept saying he was going to marry me. He kept saying that I was the one for him, and I abandoned ship. It's like 'cause he didn't have any value for me. And then, like with the world, like, because I mentioned about the church, but with the world, because people keep wondering why I have not had children. And when you look at Maury, who is the daddy, and then people judge you if you have kids without out being married, or if you've been divorced, or if you have more than one or two or three baby mamas or baby daddies, or no, they really judge you more on if you have more baby daddies. It's like with men, like, oh yeah, it's like it's like if you have mistakes, like Mr. No Heart, because yeah, he literally told me at least 8 times that both of his daughters were mistakes. And yeah, there's a couple other things, but I can't really say. I don't think the daughters are ever gonna listen to this, but if they do, yeah, there's a couple other things they don't know that I will keep secret. It's like, oh, I'm petty, and after everything his family put me through, I so want to say some things, but sometimes you have to just realize those are his kids. And I mean, yeah, they're grown. They're grown now, but I'm still not, even though he was determined to hurt me and break me and like turn me into his whatever he wanted. He was not going to allow me the best person that I wanted to be. He just wanted me to just be his, like, it felt more like property than being like, but anyway, if you listen, like a couple episodes ago, I showed a screenshot of one of the last messages I got from his mom. So And yeah, I see I'm gonna have to get to an episode two, but yeah, episode two, I have some evidence. I'm gonna create a compilation actually of how men come to me about me not having children, or about them telling me that they want to have a kid with me, and they don't even know me, they don't even talk to me. Sometimes the first line they write me is that they want to they're going to insert one into me, or there's even one gentleman who told me that I don't have to be awake. I was like, he'll do it while I'm asleep. Yeah, so I think I have that screenshot, because I think that was right around the time when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna show these. So I'm gonna have to double check if I have that screenshot. But it's just, some men feel like they can stick it wherever it fits, kind of like Nick Cannon. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And then men cheat and sneak and lay their hat wherever, and a lot of them aren't put down. And it's like women get dragged if they have a certain amount of baby daddies. But then when men have a lot of baby mamas, which, you know what, I'll close, like, I'm going to show the evidence in the next episode, but it's like, yeah, I've got a few examples. And so I'll say one of them on this episode. I'll do a part two. But it's like, because, well, first, like, stay at home wives, girlfriends, and stuff, be careful. At least try to have your own income, try to have investments, try to have something, so in case he leaves you, in case he cheats on you, in case he mistreats you, if you know what I'm saying, you have a way to get out. You don't want to be trapped. And when with Mr. No Heart, I almost feel like he was trying to keep me trapped in a way. But yeah, I will talk about that in more detail on a different episode. But you know what? I don't have enough time to do, like, okay, so I'm going to do the story, and I will show the evidence in part two. But just know that I am the handicapable black woman, and know that you guys are wonderful, amazing, beautiful. And if you don't have kids yet, it's like, try to find someone that, when you have that kid, you're so like, and I know, okay, there's some people who get divorced, but before that divorce, they are proud, they're happy of that decision. Totally different. It's like, if that happens to you, you are human. People change. I talk about that. People develop, people change. Like, your brain doesn't fully develop, like, for men until they're 27. So that's one reason sometimes when I hear about high school like kids, like straight out of high school getting married, like kids in college or right after college, sometimes I'm just like, be careful of that, because now that your brain is almost going to be fully grown, not even fully grown, you might still be changing. You still might be figuring out who you are. So make sure you know who you are before you get married, because how are you going to get married if you don't even know your identity and your what your place is within the relationship? But I will talk to you guys next time. Just know that I am the handicapable black woman. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human. And also, if you guys can check out my books on Amazon, I will be having some novels out soon, and some other items. I have some coloring books, activity books, and my Etsy store. I will try to post it in this episode if I can remember. But you guys stay amazing, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and again, don't let people pressure you, because I know the holidays and just certain family occasions. Why don't you have kids yet? And all that stuff. But I'll talk about that next time. Take care.